So our anime begins with our protagonist playing a reverse harem dating sim game, which he despises because it favors only women, and more importantly, it's a reverse harem. But he can't help it because his sister forced him to complete it for her, so he spent 3 days non-stop to complete this crap of a game and reached the happy reverse harem ending. But 3 days non-stop wore him out, and because of starvation, he slipped from staircase and died. With that tragic, he soon woke up in that same dating sim game as Leon Bartfort, and saw firsthand his father, Balkus, being ridiculed by his first wife, Zola, because women's are just overpowered in this world. Then 10 years passed, and Leon realized he was reborn as a side character, so he thought of clearing out this game with everything he knew. But after some time, the thought started to fade and Leon started to think of living a normal life as a side character, but that Zola brought a dreadful marriage proposal for Leon. It would be one thing if that girl was actually a girl, but whom Zola brought for Leon's marriage was a gorilla woman. She had been married for 7 times and 7 of her husband died on front lines. So Leon wanted to escape this hellhole and wanted to join the academy to find a wife there, but his father doesn't have that kind of money, so Leon recalls every epic level item he had purchased. So he took off on his own to redeem those items, but his ship got sucked up on a tornado and ends up in an unknown place right in front of a rusted building. There he found the ship he bought in the game and activates it, but inside he was attacked by a robot. After a little fight, Leon was captured by that robot Luxion. But Leon used a knife to short-circuit that robot to escape its clutches, but Leon was already at his limits but still tried to collect his item, but when he scanned his hand, Luxion got under Leon's control, but Elon was still injured so he passed out, and after that, 3 months passed and Zola was convinced that Leon had died after running away. But there Leon comes with a tons of gold to sue that mouth of Zola, and successfully escaped that suicide marriage. So, in 3 months, Leon cleared out a dungeon and discovered his own island. With that he earned the title of a baron. So he joined the academy for his wife hunting, but women in this world are just nuts. Then there comes the main MC of the game, Jilk, Chris, Brad, Greg, and Prince Julius, with the antagonist Angelica. But Leon doesn't want to meddle in the storyline, so he made 2 friends, Raymond and Daniel, to stay away from them. But there he noticed a game event where Julius protected Olivia from Angelica. But the situation has changed because this Maria has taken the place of Olivia as the protagonist. Leon was confused with the change of characters but attends his classes, and afterwards, he saw Olivia, the real protagonist, being bullied by other witches. And even now Leon thought of avoiding any interaction with the main characters but can't help himself seeing a girl crying, so he brought her to have some tea together to cheer her up. She's a commoner and started attending academy under scholarship, so as usual, nobles started to look down on her. Leon wanted to help her out somehow. So he gets to his little sister Jenna for advice. Jenna advised them to introduce Olivia to the main girl of the academy so that her problem would get lessened. So they goes along with her idea and Leon sets up a meeting with Angelica for Olivia. Their meeting goes on smoothly. After that, the school held an exploration class for newbies. And the teacher instructed everyone to bring back any crystal they could find, but there Angelica gets angry at Marie for always leeching onto Julius, while Angelica is engaged to Julius. So she had the right to be angry, but Julius took Marie's side and leaves Angelica behind. But aside from that drama, Leon and Olivia were completing their job to collect crystal. But a few monster ant came and Leon pretty much took care of them, but there a monkey took him by surprise and another herd of ant comes in. But these pretty boys gets there and handled this matter. There Angelica gets concerned for Julius, but he totally gives her a cold shoulder and again insulted his own fiancée. So on another day, Marie's books and bag were burned and the girls who did it said Angelica ordered it. Angelica never did such a thing, but that jerk didn't believe on any of her words and clearly drew a line between them. So this news gets to Leon's ears, so he was with Olivia in the library, but heard some noise coming from behind the bookshelves. So they goes to check it out and witnessed Marie and Brad were making out with each other. Marie appears to be gentle, but she's also just like Leon. She got reborn in this game and wants to enjoy the riches of this pretty boys. There Julius offered to hire a personal slave for Marie, which was too offensive to Angelica, because she's Duke's daughter and yet she doesn't have any personal slave since she's engaged to Julius. So after that, school had set up a matchmaking for students and there Julius was fawning over Marie even in public, so Angelica tried one more time to expose Marie. She tells Julius that she's having relationship with all of his friends, but surprisingly Julius knows that and doesn't care. He's alright sharing Marie with other 4. which is infuriating, so Angelica challenges Marie for a duel, but Julius chose to be her champion, and along with him Motherford takes her side as well. Seeing that no one dared to take Angelica's side and go up against Prince and other nobles, so now Angelica might have to ask someone else from outside of the academy to be her champion. And if that happens, she might lose her title as a noble, so Leon can't take the crap of this pretty boys and volunteers to fight for Angelica. They laid out terms for the duel, that if Angelica wins, Julius will have to leave Marie, but if Julius wins, he wants Angelica to stay away from Marie. They agreed in the terms and decide to hold a giant mech fight in the arena. All 5 of them had the modern custom build mechs, but as for Leon, he got a rusted robot that is known as a lost item, so everyone thinks Leon's gonna lose for sure, because of his old model mech, which doesn't have mobility or speed, so even Angelica lost hope for Leon's victory. So with that, duel begins, and Brad becomes first as a scapegoat to face Leon. It only took a slash from a no-good shovel to defeat Brad. And there Leon thought he just used a power of his fingertip for this, but Luxion corrects him, that if he uses even a fingertip of his power, Brad would have died right now. Entire audience fell silent because they all had bets on Marie and Julius, but their disappointment does not end there, as Leon kicks out Greg and tears out his mech apart like a scrap metal. So after him, Chris, who's a swordsman, comes in. He was a much better opponent than the other 2, but Leon broke his pride with his sword with just his bare hands. So Leon got a back-to-back win, and after this it was time for Jilk's turn. But during break time, Jenna sends Angelica and Olivia away from Leon's armor by making up that he need help with something, but when they met Leon, he tells them he didn't call them at all. Then Luxion tells Leon that his sister had planted a bomb on his back that could have killed him, but only if his armor was a regular one, and Leon knew that it was Jilk who told Jenna to kill him. Yet he goes in the arena without a worry. Then that bomb detonated and Jilk thought Leon died, but surprisingly, it didn't leave a scratch on him, and Leon ended the match smoothly again. So now leaves the main opponent. But before the match, Leon tried to tell Julius that Angelica loves him, but Julius thinks Angelica only sees him for his title as a prince, but for him, Marie was different. Julius was a complete moron and didn't realize that Marie was getting closer to him only for his money, but Julius didn't believe it and started spewing disgust towards Angelica and mocked her love. So Olivia stood up for Angelica to stop that moron prince from insulting Angelica's feelings, but Julius was still an idiot, so nothing can be done. Then Leon had enough of his crap, so he used an impact to warp up this nonsense. Leon won fair and square, and Angelica still tried to get Julius after that, but he scorned her off as he sees her as a greedy girl only coming to him for his title as a crown prince. Angelica had enough and leaves that idiot this time. Then Leon gets to Duke Vince Redgrave, Angelica's dad, to forfeit his noble title and offer up some money because he beat the crap out of Prince and his friends. Redgrave tells him that even if he won this duel, it was clear that Leon could lose his noble title, yet he helped out Angelica, so Leon makes up that he wanted to make that stupid prince realize that Marie was just using him. Redgrave bought his lies and cancelled Angelica's engagement with Julius, so Vince asked Leon to take Angelica to his hometown for a vacation to let her relax. So Leon took Angelica and Olivia to his own island, and there they relaxed in a bath and started to get along well. But while they were enjoying themselves, Marie received a blow because all 5 of his pretty boys lost their title as nobility and got disinherited. So Luxion gives him this good news that 5 of them were disowned from inheritance and Marie had received a mental blow, which made Leon so happy that he successfully screwed with Marie. And on the plus side, he had now gotten closer with Olivia and Angelica. And after that fruitful event, the school festival was in full swing, and Leon, Olivia, Angelica, Daniel, and Raymond had opened up a cafe, but right beside them, Julius and Marie had done the same to compete with them in the business, so Olivia goes around to advertise their cafe, but other girls started making fun of her, because she's a commoner. And nobles like Leon and Angelica are just toying with her, which gave her a crushing feeling, but she tried to forget it to work in cafe. But Angelica gets a call, so she goes out. And it was from the Queen Mylene. She came to Academy to meet with Leon. She was fine that her son, Julius, got disinherited as a crown prince. But the way Leon handled the matter in the area was a bit disrespectful, because he really looked down on them during their fight. But aside from that, Mylene was enjoying the aroma of the school festival and slowly getting to the cafe, but there they saw Leon was getting disrespected from a brat of her family. Just because she and the other girls lost their bet on the previous battle between him and Prince Julius, so Angelica had to step in, but Stephanie didn't stop there and started insulting Angelica. So Olivia gives a try to stop this ruckus. But Stephanie tells her that she's just a pet that Angelica had adopted because Angelica had told her in the past that she thinks commoners as inferior things. Situation was getting out of hand. So Mylene steps in, but Stephanie didn't recognize that she was the queen and began to insult her as well. So now Leon got a real good reason to beat up those manslaves of Stephanie. So after cleaning his hands on those morons, Leon introduced Queen Mylene to them, and hearing this that witch just ran off and things calmed down. Then Mylene gets to the point and tells Leon that his noble title could be revoked and he had even made enemies inside and outside of the academy by insulting Julius. But Leon tells her he knew the outcomes, so Mylene stops there since Leon is fine with it. After that she asked Leon to help her create some memories because Mylene never had chance to attend the academy. Leon gets that, so he proposed Mylene for a marriage. She's married woman and has a son. But Leon doesn't care because he like older women with gentle nature rather than those young girls with stinky behavior. But there Julius got there and saw Leon was making a move on his mother. So he thrashed out Leon and took Mylene away, but after that thrashing from Julius, Carla Wayne gets there to ask Leon for help. But sadly that's it for today's video, but please tell me in the comments section if you want to watch second half of this anime. Because I want to bring out only those animes which you all prefer to watch, so take care.